Hey everyone, it's Misty from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 3 of my Be Jolly by Golly stamp series. Today we're going to be stamping and embossing and ink blending. And I'm going to be using the Peace on Earth sentiment, this church, and the 3 trees. I'm also going to be using the seaside embossing folder to make snow drifts. And then I'm also going to be using my new Big Shot platform. So if you're not familiar, let me pull out my other one. Where is it on my Big Shot? Nope, here it is. This is the old multi-purpose platform. And the problem with this is that you have to open it like this if you want to emboss. Let me zoom out a little bit. So when I want to run my Big Shot this way, I have my punches in front of me with my lights on it and my tripod behind it. So I just didn't have room. This new platform eliminates that. So it comes with 2 pieces. It comes with the bottom and the top. The bottom is when you want to use embossing folders. The top is when you want to use our thin dies. And then you already have your cutting plates if you have a Big Shot. So if you don't ask for anything else for Christmas, but you're a crafter, I think you should ask Santa for a Big Shot. If you get it from Stampin' Up, it's a little bit longer warranty than what you would find in a regular store. But again, ask Santa. He'll probably be nice. So that's actually where we're gonna start. I'm gonna bring in my Big Shot, which I haven't used in a little bit, really. This is the Big Shot, this is the Big Shot. This is the Big Shot right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put down my platform and I'm gonna pull out my cutting plates. Put one down, find my, oh no, what did I do with it? Here it is. I have a piece of white, thick whisper white. All I know is it measures 5.5 wide. It's a scrap piece, so it doesn't matter how tall it is right now, just as long as you have it wide. And then I'm gonna put this right in the middle. And I wanna make sure that I'm not lining it up in the crease because there's nothing to emboss it there. So good. And the good thing about this is it can be a little crooked because all the lines are white. So then you just run it through. And it's so easy. Yes, yay. Now for my thin dies, I will probably continue to use my magnetic platform, but we'll see. Who knows? You'll never know. Stranger things have happened. Gonna have to find new storage. Oh well. Okay, put that away. So this is what we're left with. How cool is that? And you can use either side. I think it's really awesome. The texture on that is so insane. You have to excuse my wetness. I poured something to drink and I made a little bit of a mess. You know what? That's okay. All right, next step is I'm gonna bring in, let's see, I need a piece of paper that's gonna act as a protective barrier. If you guys could see the CAT, you would be cracking up. Okay, I'm gonna use this, which is just an ode. It comes from a, what's it called? Brain. It is from the Center Series paper stack. I'm like, what is that called, Misty? Brain. I'm gonna get some washi tape. Hopefully. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring in, so I'm gonna tape this down. Let me fold this so I kind of see what I'm doing. There we go. Needed a little bit of, ooh, my camera gonna go cray cray. I'm gonna put it on my hand. I'm gonna put this at the bottom. Actually, I don't need to do that yet. Well, I'll go ahead because I need the stamp. So I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy. And this is just an anti-static tool. So we're going to be embossing, and you don't want the embossing powder to stick where you don't want it. And like I mentioned, we are stamping the church and the trees and the Peace on Earth sentiment. So I want the church and the trees to be kind of up on a corner. You're not going to be able to see anything for a hot minute, but give me a second and we'll get there. Okay. There's a little bit of coloring in my, on my ink pad, as you can tell. I have a cleaner one, but I've lost it. But if we were embossing with clear, that would be an issue. We're embossing with white, so it should cover it right up. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my white embossing powder. Why do I always have my fan on when I'm about to emboss? Oh, Misty. Probably because it's a little warm. It's cool outside, like we're having a cold front move in, but it's not quite cool enough to not run the air conditioner. And I'm in jeans today, so I'm a little warm. And being under these lights makes it really warm. Even though they're LED, I still get hot. I'm just hot-blooded, I guess. Hot-blooded. All right, let me pull in. Oh no, where's my heat gun? Here it is. I'm gonna heat this up. I'm gonna fast forward through this part. You're not gonna be able to see it anyway, but I'm just gonna melt this embossing powder until it's shiny. Okay. So you can kind of see that, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to bring in, actually I'm going to need something a little bigger. Let's see. This will work. This is just like packaging, like the back of a sticker sheet actually is what this is. I just want to make sure I don't get anything on the back. Probably also fold this in half to keep that from happening, but I like to go the long way apparently. Do things a little difficult. It doesn't really matter much on the bottom because I just need it to hold it down. I do want to tape down the sides though so I don't get anything on the inside. Right, no. Nope, it's not going to matter. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 different colors. I'm going to be using Perfect Plum, Night of Navy, and then Basic Black. I'm going to create a night sky. So I'm going to start with Perfect Plum. I'm going to bring in my ink blending tool. I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to kind of start off the side and bring it in. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna add colors on top of it and we're gonna cover up the bottom. Oh, you guys can barely see that. Okay, so then I'm gonna move on to my next color, which is Night of Navy. And I'm not gonna change ink pad or pads because Night of Navy is darker, and that's why I started with my lightest color first. So we're gonna bring this in from the outside and blend those two colors together. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? And then last is we're gonna bring in a touch of black just at the very top. Like that. And I know it looks like a hot mess, but we're gonna fix it. Oops, don't rip it. And it ripped. Oh well. Good thing we're covering that part up. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this in half. I'm gonna go ahead and score it on the score lines, or fold it over on the score lines. Make sure it's lined up. Lined up. It needs to be. Got a little bit at the top. Like that. You can add dots if you want to be like not like Castella stars if you had like a white gel pen, those kinds of things. I'm gonna take a damp or a dry baby wipe. I'm gonna buff off this color. So I want use that side or this side. I think we're gonna use this side, so let me draw on this side. Gonna cut this off. Misty, you are a dodo bird. Oh my word, why do I have to be so crazy? Seriously. You guys, I did it backwards. We're gonna have to just go with it. I'm erasing my pencil marks because I did it backwards. I bet you guys were like, no, Missy, that's backwards. And I was just like, do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh my word. This is still going to be a pretty card. It's still going to be pretty. It's still gonna be pretty. No, no sweat. Right? Right. I'm just gonna re-trim this. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna add some snail to the back. Actually, we should probably use fast fuse. Let's just be real. Oh, shoot. What the heck? This embossing folder made my paper fragile. And I used the extra, I thought I used the ultra thick. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Misty, really? Oh my word. Look at that! This is just falling to pieces. What did I do? It had to be me. It had to be some user error around her. That'll actually work. I'm gonna go ahead and use snail. This, or maybe dimensional. Crafting in real life, people. We are crafting in real life. I'm the dimensional queen. If we haven't met yet, now we have. And you know my secrets. I like lots of dimensionals on my things. I kind of like that texture. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to cut this bottom part off, or all the stuff that's hanging over off. like that. What do you guys think? It needs sparkle. Yes, you're right. I agree. Yes, of course, sparkle. I might also try to add a little bit. Oh, that's very vanilla. Don't want very vanilla. You know what? I'm gonna mess it up if I add anything else. Let me just add some Wicked Stella and be over. That's my dry one. I'm like, why isn't anything coming out? I need to keep those separate. There we go. That's the shimmer right there. There we go. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Can you see that shimmer? Shimmer, shimmer, probably not. Do a little bit up here. There we go. I think that turned out so pretty. Yay! Oh my word, people. We got there in the end. So yeah, look at that. So sparkly. Oh, I love it. And if you love it, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as part of my JollyFatElf family. And make sure you leave a comment letting me know what you think. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.